keeps slinging it. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Quick completion on the out. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got the quick pass. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man on the outside. Give him 6. Touchdown ball! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wants to change this route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Dampier. The quick out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground when that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throwing right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Lemon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run for it on third and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air, it's Mayava. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, this situation...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. Found the spot in the defense. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. The short hands, it's Alexander.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Alexander. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. This is a designed run. Turning it on! And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Vols enter the final minute with the lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds just short of the 50. Mark him at the 49. Clock is stopped. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense playing a bail technique. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.